Hey there! Have you ever wanted to make gingerbread men out of polymer clay? Stick around to see how I do it. First I'm starting off with this mixture of clay. I've got this golden color because I didn't read the package, so it's got sparkles. I meant to buy tan, and the sad part is I've done this twice. Next I take some hazelnut colored coffee. Colored clay, oh my gosh. Make sure to blend them in together well. And once they're blended, you can roll out your piece of clay. I'm rolling mine out fairly thin. So now here I am searching up a stencil for gingerbread man. I just saved some images from Google. I wanted to try to do something cool with this, but I forgot to turn off on my streaming overlays, so I apologize for that. But now I'm just hitting shift while resizing so they keep proper proportions, and I'm just setting out a few different sizes so once I print them out I can choose the one that I think looks best. I think it's a good idea to choose multiple different sizes so that way you have options. If you do scale some of them down too small, you don't have to cut them out, and if you have some that are too big, you could also don't have to cut them out. Or if you just want to have a variety of different sized gingerbread men for, like, if you're using them for like a dollhouse, you could have like different sized gingerbread men for different sized dollhouses. I ended up going with the smallest size gingerbread men here. And then once you size them out, you just print it out. So since I did take the smallest one, I didn't want to try to use these little kid scissors, so I just cut it out with my X-Acto knife. Just take it slow and steady, and you should be able to cut it. If I was smart, I would have put it on like a cutting mat or cutting board. So next, I'm just taking that stencil I made and using some sort of like pointy tool to trace around it in the clay. Again, patience is key here. So slow and steady. Oh look, a different angle, and I didn't mess it up this time. You're welcome. I'm learning, guys, I'm learning. Since I already made a few previously, I'm only gonna trace 2 of these ones today. But you can make as many or as little as you like. Now I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and cut them out. I found that on the straight parts it was easier to go like an up and down like sawing motion than to just try to glide around it. I also found that it was easier to cut away sections after I cut out that area from the clay, so there wasn't a bunch of clay blocking my work area. So instead of having a long pause here, I'm gonna do a shameless self-promotion. So definitely check out my Instagram, and I have the same username on Twitter and Twitch. I haven't started streaming on Twitch yet, but I plan on starting. I plan on playing games like Ooblets and maybe Stardew Valley if I can get my PlayStation to stream properly, but definitely check out my social media so we can become friends. I hope to see you there. I swear every time I do these voiceovers I wake up with a stuffy nose. Like, most mornings I don't wake up with a stuffy nose, but every time I want to record a voiceover, I have one. So, I apologize. Anyway, next you're going to take a ball of foil to give it some texture. I lost the usual one that I lost the one that I usually use, so I tried to make another one, but this one I think was too small because I kept dropping it, as you can see. But you just want to roll the ball all over your clay. Next, you can take some kind of bristled brush. Most people use a toothbrush, but I didn't have one, so I've got this like cleaning brush that we don't use. And you're just gonna lightly texture your clay with that. So next you take some soft or chalk pastels. And I'm gonna use this reddish brown color, this brown color, and a little bit of a yellow color. Starting off with the yellow color. Just brushing it all over. Focusing mainly on the edges. And then we've got the lighter brown color. And I'm making sure to do this with like a light hand. Again, I'm focusing on the edges with these colors. And now I've got the reddish brown color. And for this, I'm just focusing on the edges completely. I don't want a lot, like on the middle part, because the edges are what darken up when you cook a real cookie. I had too much on my brush, so I'm just taking this one to kind of blend it out. Kitty, please don't bump my microphone. Oh, good kitty. So now that I've textured and shaded both of these, I bake them. I take some liquid clay, mix it with white polymer clay, and I'm going to use that as my icing. I don't have a needle tool per se, so I just use this toothpick. I'm just going to use that liquid clay mixture to make the frosting. I'm going to make some buttons and outline the gingerbread man. If you'd like, you can mix your liquid clay with other colors to make other color icing. I think red and green would be cute as well. I just wanted to go with simple white icing for looks and time purposes, if I'm being honest. I did cut out a little bit of the footage here because my hand was blocking it for a minute, but you didn't miss much, just outlining this. And then I made 2 dots and a smile. He's cute. Maybe you'll have better luck with a steady hand than I did, because I had 2 cups of coffee and a glass of iced coffee at this point. So now I'm just going to do the same for the other gingerbread man. There. Now all you need to do is bake them again. I baked these for about 5 minutes after I put on the icing. And then you can glaze them if you'd like, or not. I chose not to glaze mine because my gold clay already had sparkles, so. Anyway, thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I do miniatures, DIYs, unboxings, and reviews. If you'd like to see more of that, stick around.